Hello everyone, welcome back to another Cousin Billy adventure. This time, we take on Norco. Now you might be saying, what the fuck is Norco? I don't know. I guess this was like a really good game that came out of 2022. And it was cheap, so I was like, fuck it, let's try it, let's give it a shot. I think it's like a point and click kind of thing. But the settings, what's really the draw here. It's supposed to be like a... I don't even know. I think it's supposed to be like... weird, alternate take on like southern US. I really don't know. I kind of missed a lot of discourse about this, but it was on a lot of people whose whose taste in games are similar to my own, and they put it on a lot of their game of the year like listings, like of top 10s. So fuck it, let's try it. Let's fucking try it. If not, Norco, Louisiana. Is Norco a real place? Okay, Louisiana. Shields hid the stars behind halogen and flame projected onto the sky every night. Okay. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. I don't feel like it's... I could sleep, it was so loud. I can't really sleep with like noise like that. It was so loud. The I-10. You often dream that the tower... Fuck, this is fast. No, hold on, what? No! Hey, 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 hey. You're getting ahead of yourself now. Oh shit. I shut it down. Alright. That was a something. Something happened. I'm sorry that... Okay. Title screen, audio setting, dialogue setting. Oh, I don't want to make it CRT. Liner notes. What the fuck does liner notes mean? Geography of Robots is a small collaborative... Oh. Oh, that's just... okay. Gameplay. Fuck. No. Okay. Okay, so I just don't click that. There was never... way... Okay, I could never sleep with so loud. You often dream that the tower were cathedrals, that the swamps listened when you spoke, that the birds became radiant spheres while circling Norco's sky. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I knew he'd get over it. He never did. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago and onward to the West Coast, thinking he'd never return. You wandered through the overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo. Thumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. You had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. Aw, very sad. Very neutral here. Very sad here. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. Very neutral. You headed east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande and joined the armies of the Mesa. For months you were in the company of fugitives, sleeping in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. Oh, Albuquerque. I always wanted to go to ABQ. The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up bloodied the parched land. While hiding in a fright liner. Hold on, this music is like kind of loud. Is that better? Yeah, I think now my voice carries a little bit more weight. While hiding in a fright liner. I slept. You slept easily as the truck shuttled through the plains. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew that You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. You made your way back home. Jesus Christ. Is Norco Act 1? Is Norco like a real place? Norco, Louisiana. Yeah. It is a real place. It's 64 degrees there right now. Oh, maybe not. It's gonna be a high. That's cool. I didn't even know it could hit 64 degrees in fucking Louisiana. You know what I mean? Like, as a high? That's crazy. You awake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood home. A childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. He's watching alright. Look at that fucking face. Let's look at Monkey. Monkey. Oh god. Your best friend. A childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult. But then you left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. 5 years. His eyes filled with anger as he challenges you to return his. I'm not looking at this fucking monkey, dude. Staring contest part 1. Glyphs. What the fuck does that? What? Glyphs will appear and flash a pattern. Match the pattern to meet the monkey's gaze. Okay, we'll try actually. You successfully meet Monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. What the fuck? We play like fucking some. Uh, it's not Simon Says, right? What's the fucking one when it's like red, green, yellow, blue? Is that Simon? That's not Simon Says. Simon Says the toy. Simon Says. Hold on. What the fuck is a Simon Says? Simon Says toy. Let me see images. Yeah, Simon Says toys with the fucking. Okay, wait. Can you? Yeah. I'm right. I'm so used to like Simon Says without the toy. Or if I play Simon Says, it's fucking bop it, baby. Fucking bop it, baby. You stare more intensely. Oh shit, rings. Circles will appear over Monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle when the outer ring locks into place. Okay, I guess. Boom. Anger melts from Monkey's face. Let's take Monkey. You drag Monkey over your shoulder. Hell yeah, we got Monkey. We got a friend. We got a friend. Hell yeah, baby. Me and Monkey. We got the party's back together, baby. That's me. You are home again. Because your brother needs you. Because your mom died. Is that my mom? That's definitely brother. You. We're traveling. Ooh. Across the Rockies. That sounds kind of cool. Down the Pacific coast. You were in California when the summer arrived. You recall the feeling, the familiar smile on the face of the old man in the Central Valley. Oh yeah, the old fucking man! That was creepy! That smile burned its image into your mind. Through the Midwest. The freight cars rattled in the cold dust as you crouched on the grainer porch. Suburbs, fences, traffic, flat country, all passing for miles. Then what? rode in the back of a van from Chicago to Des Moines. Is that how you pronounce it? Des Moines? Des Moines? You don't pronounce the S? The S's? Is it Des Moines? I think, like I'm pretty sure it's not Des Moines. I'm pretty sure it's like Des Moines, and then it's like, I don't think you pronounce the S, so it's Des Moines, not Des Moines. He stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to this poorly attended the house show. Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver. Let's talk about across the Rockies. Your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights on those highways in a shitty sleeping bag. Interesting. We're done with this little... We think about Blake, your brother. It's a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling. Edgelord, sensitive, compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves, but often makes things worse. He's a fucking edgelord. What else? Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. Was terrified of you leaving and now he's terrified of you dying. When I think of him, I just feel guilt. No love or anything like it. Your brother is oblivious. Your grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked him how he felt. You asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Gran said, you respond. Oh shit, she like just said that to him, like said it with him in the room. That's fucked up. He looked confused. What'd she say? Yeah, he is fucking oblivious. Your brother. Yeah, that's interesting. Here. Books. Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. Crisis LARPing? What? Read. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. The punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentilly, St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated a theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging milieu. Milieu? It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became the zeitgeist. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. Interesting. There's actually a lot of fucking interesting things. Tell me about the plant. You assume Million has been keeping the plants alive. Who the fuck is Million? That's not the brother's name. Flyer. A flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain. Hell yeah, you still have a scar above your left eye. After the show, you and Blake walked the river back to Norco. You watched the sun rise over the grain elevators. Damn. Interesting. Should probably check out the laptop, no? The laptop your parrain gifted you? What idols? What's a fucking parrain? Oh my god, these words I feel like I know a lot of good words. But this is making me feel dumb. Parrain in English. Your godfather. Parrain is godfather? How the fuck? Wait, what language? Is that English? French. Oh, fuck. Susie, you probably already knew that shit. My mom's name's not Yvonne. Fucking call my mom Yvonne. Let's wake it. As the screen illuminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. Looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left the browser tab open. Let's look at it. Get some sleep, OP. And a thief. Need cash fast? It's all quack job. Use promo code BLEED3 for up to, oh, quack coin. Well, what the fuck kind of name is quack job? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics. App's a way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than them people living in the mall in Kenner. You can't trade that coin that you use on hardly any exchanges because everyone know it's a goddamn Ponzi scheme. That's fucking funny. It's funny that that's the case because fucking with what's going on in the news right now, which probably won't be as relevant when this releases, but the whole thing with Sam Bankman-Fried or something like that, and Alameda Research and FTX and all that fucking nonsense, and how like the CEO of that was basically describing like they committed like mass fraud and was basically committing a giant Ponzi scheme. Seen this exact thing, OP. Still there? Seen at the base in the upper section. What the fuck? Oh. Post that. Anyone still post here? Nope. This is a wasteland. Something by Agent was knocking out a sack late in the spillway. Saw a big round glowing thing in the sky. Call that the sun, OP. Buddy, talking to someone else. Seeing a tune nearby. Fucking nothing like this but birds and them swarms be acting weird. It's a big round glowing thing in the sky. Fucking A, man. Okay, that's gotta be more than just a sun. He's just fucking taking the piss, right? Oh, I should have scrolled up first. Get some sleep, OP. Interesting. Okay. The overworld. Sticker. A sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. Should I think about my relationships more? Probably, right? Your mom died. The cancer metastasized. It was in her liver, then her lungs. Yeah, it really fucking does always go from liver to lungs. It's really fucking awful. Then it was in her brain. Yuck. She was on chemo. Never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew her last breath. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass, that's how Catherine died. The mom's name was Catherine. Your mom. That's it, I guess. Let's talk about Ditch Man. Smile of a man who crouched in the ditch of the highway visits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes in mass. Wednesday ashes? Oh yeah, from like church. And mascara ran from his eyes. He sounds interesting. Okay. Okay, let's exit that. Let's go to the living room. Look at this photograph! Photo of your mom holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky is bone white. Laundry. Your mom's unfolded laundry. So they just left it there? Words of sleepless nights. Your mom sitting here staring through the window. There was tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You continued to the kitchen with no words exchanged. Oh yeah, because I couldn't sleep. Does it remember that? I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. That's sad. Okay, can we don't want to talk about this couch. My reminds me of sleepless nights. Okay. Mail. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Shield Oil Community Notice. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco Office of Community Engagement. Photo album. Oh, this is probably important. Photo album. Let's take a look. Yellow pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather. Oh, mind map updated. A peculiar look on his face. Impossible to read. Your mom staring at Blake through the obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist. Pleating khaki shorts. A photo labeled duck. Scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscured. Turn the page and there's Blue, your father, though you've never thought of him that way. An easy smile on his face, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket. You set the book aside. Okay, so we actually fucking really got a lot. I don't want to go outside. You turn on the television. Chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Tune in. What the fuck am I looking at? Okay, what does that mean? An old defective flat screen that your mom never bothered to bring to the curb. Okay, that's weird. Doc. I mean, I should probably know more about my dad. Blue. Is a vague memory. You don't even remember Blue. Only the things he left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools, the name that your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Okay. Your grandfather, Peter. Pops Pierre Melancon. He passed away when you were a teenager. He seemed to court controversy, though as a child you never understood why. And then Doc. Who the fuck is Duck? An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. Interesting. Okay. Starting to understand the family dynamic here. There's the bedroom, the kitchen, front yard. Look at this book. Pursue the titles on the bookshelf. Fence line diaspora. In the end, we decided to leave dimes. It wasn't the cat cracker or the smells, or the fear of our children's health that drove us away, though they played a part. Truth to be told, it was the media attention, the spokespeople and activists, and academics and all this. I was done with it. I was done being a poster child, done being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to gawk at or dissect in a laboratory. I don't have time to read books. Let's go to the kitchen. I'm hungry. Where the fuck is my brother? Pills. Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Can I take? Microwave. You discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. 7 months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protector screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. Jesus fucking Christ. We want to look at that. Nope. Go to the attic. Laundry room? You were always frightened by the laundry room. Really? Okay. Damn, really religious household. Okay. Boxes. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. Did she? Monkey, what do you think? Monkey stare, you stare at monkey. Keep staring. He stares with you more intensity until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Keep staring. Little circles of light pool in the dot's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and his is a vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. Maybe the backyard? Is he out there? Oh. Let's talk to Million. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. So is this just a robot? You recall the night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hid behind our constellation of eyes. The robot regards you casually. Speak. Okay, you're awake. Best sleep in years. Catherine used to say the sound of the refinery gave you wet, restless. Oh yeah, shit. Restless sleep. Your return home must have been quite exhausting. In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I like how they explained that, like saying like, oh hey, like I originally said that I couldn't sleep back home, but now I'm here and I slept. And so like saying like, oh well, the main character traveled all day, you know, like, or like the past few days trying to get back to Norco, to his hometown. He was so tired that even with the refinery always keeping him up at night, he just slept right through that. Or Kay, I might be a chick, who knows? I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. Wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Why would so many people be calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. I am unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. Who exactly would want to see the data? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. Who was the client? I haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. Took her knowledge for granted. Your mother had a lot to teach, but she wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. So anyway, that's all. Interesting. Container. Your mom kept all of her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waters, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. The truck. The truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer, not stare. The dead wasps that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was deafening, going 75 on Interstate 10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. Okay, let's learn more about these connections. So Million was a fugitive, a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminum refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. Why? You don't know. Million was a fugitive. Once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours in a stasis beneath the house like any discarded thing would. Million. Finished thought. Your mom is conducting research. For who? For a client in Fat City. Your mom Alright, so now we have the client. Your mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. Okay. Let's look at the motorcycle. An old disused motorcycle with extensive rust and wear. Crab net. This disintegrated crab net. Blue taught your mom how to make these, and your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise, tie chicken necks to a net, submerge it, and nurse your coffee while waiting for a bite. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like mad fucking peaceful. Pry bar. A steel pry bar lies on the ground. Okay. Let's go to the front, I guess, right? Hey, it's a cat. Your mom fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since they passed. Mary. Got it. Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't like this. You observe the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. Inspect her further. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. Touch it. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. It snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face echoes an odd assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. What the fuck? Oh. Weird. Okay. Well, that's very odd. Side, backyard. House. 3 times his house is flooded. The first flood. The first flood is barely a memory. Placing your feet on drenched carpet, your mom and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, setting dolls on a cluster table. Second flood. You were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in a class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom. Stay in Destrehan. I'll come get you. For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mother and Blake. She spent all her days getting the house. In the evenings, you would sometimes help. Third flood. Another pump failure. Your mom hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood. The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane and will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, the industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse in neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. That's a fucking insane piece of dialogue to come from a fucking window. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to the street. Sisters. This is the bar? Let's look at the sign. Padu Private Investigators. We snoop for you. Let's listen in. The turtle! He crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him, see? He's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. Let's go. Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Dimes discount? Let's go get the water. Let's see the door. No, we can forget about that for now. The Floodgate Tavern. You have any other thoughts about it? No. Right. The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's go to Dime's discount then. Film set. Film crew was set up along the river road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Approach the set. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? Sounds cool. So is this like a murder scene? Keep it up and it's going to be. Hey, you know what? Wait a second. You from around here? Yeah. We could use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns toward the director. I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right, Noah. I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought you a boutique ranch outside Austin. Well, that don't make you a cowboy, hoss. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. The director turns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? The script needs some work. What do you say? Fine. Great. Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. Fine, Noah. You're a redneck. A real salt-of-the-earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? So just take a knee. Alright, anyway. We need some good slang. What do you call a villain? A bad apple. A lowlife. Crawfish devil. Bad daddy. I like that. Bad daddy. Bad daddy, huh? You nod sullenly. That's pretty jive. Pretty seedy. I can work with that. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way to say to murder? Regional way of saying to murder, to kill. Slather them with the oyster flavored peanut butter. That's stupid. Slay. Really? That's it? Thanks a lot, William Faulkner. It's real creative. Now get out of here. You're holding up production. The other one sounded stupid. Let's go to the fucking gas station. Interviews. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Well. Look who's back. Oh, fucking Troy. What happened? Kinda don't forget you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll. Oh yeah, shit, don't fucking talk shit about my monkey, alright? That's cute. I need to get that fuse. Back because my mom died. You're not that stupid, are you, Catherine? She's too valuable. I'd never let her die. If anything, she's probably vacationing on a hard drive somewhere. You're trolling me about my dead mom? Trolling? You so damn sensitive. Can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. She needed someone smart, someone vigilant, someone like me, especially with Shield snooping around. I've seen some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't bother telling you about it. Might hurt your brain. And anyhow, this ain't story time. I'm not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. Oh, they fired him. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. That sucks. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. If you really want to get through, go get me some of the pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. Yeah, shuffle off then. Alright, I can do that. I know where the pills are. We go back to the gas station. You got them pills? Only way you're getting through. Yeah, I got your pills. Smart move. I'll let you cross the picket line this time, punk. Oh wow, what the fuck is... Dog food. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. Ooh, candy. Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Price scan. A manual price scan. Fuses. Okay, let's grab one. You grab a fuse. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. Use an item in your inventory to drag the item from the inventory menu to the intended target. Somebody illuminated head of a kiosk levitates silently in the... Yeah, that's fucking scary looking. Ooh, liquor. You wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. Detect that you have merchandise in your possession. Yeah, okay. Oh, you need to put in the price scanner. Scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. Good evening. How may I help you? So you own this place? I'm a Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated. Semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Parallel and Sons LLC. Discountware is licensed to Parallel and Sons LLC. Okay, we don't really care. How do you like this job? I probably perform the routine maintenance operations and procedures of 227 American Discounts Southeast Incorporated franchise locations across southeast region. Okay. You know Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I am forwarding it to Parallel and Sons LLC. I've declined to respond to your inquiry. So why Troy get fired? American Discount Southeast Incorporated itself on its outstanding mentorship and job training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. We leverage automation to enhance the lives of our employees, to apply for a position. Okay. I'm good. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Okay. And Shield is an oil refinery. Shield Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of a transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half of the town. Shield. Okay.